Blue Inside Me. It is a story about a girl's life, full of love and happiness. This girl is me, Rachel Maine. I was born in New York City, the USA. My mother was Amelia Maine and Alex Maine. They were famous film actors and worked in Hollywood. We lived in the Carnegie Hill. I had all things I needed: toys, dancing lessons, traveling all around the world, delicious food, and of course, fashionable clothes from the best designers, which I liked the most. My granny said I was a pretty clever girl with long blonde hair, a small nose, red lips and blue eyes, slim and not very tall, enough to make any parents proud. Though I saw them once in a blue moon, I didn't notice it. I thought only about new looks, Granny and my friends. My hobby was latest clothing trends. When I went to Stuyvesant High School, I was 6 years old, and from the first second in my new class, I became a leader. Not a cruel and arrogant leader, but friendly, tolerant, and helpful. I never felt blue and loved everyone from my classmates to our cleaners. I had a lot of friends, but my best friend was Max Side Blue, an ordinary boy from a usual American family. His mother was a doctor, and his father was a teacher. Firstly, he had blonde hair and blue eyes as me. Secondly, his last name was Side Blue. Haven't you guessed that I like a blue color, and the words with blue shades are my favorite? Thirdly, he was smart, and his soul was open for everyone. Sometimes he even suffered from that. If people wanted to offend him, they could do it without any problem, as he had had an injury in his childhood in a car accident saving his dog, and he could not play such kinds of sport as rugby or baseball. He was brave, but not very strong to defend all his friends from bullying. I called him my boy in blue, because he was always fair and honest. However, it was not enough. One day I saw him crying behind the school, because one senior boy kicked his friend. He was blue in the face, so I came to him and presented my first handmade t-shirt for boys. Of course it was blue, with my favorite quotation, "Never give up." Max was really inspired by these words, stopped feeling miserable, and started doing karate. It was the beginning of a friendship for life. We shared all secrets and troubles, happy and funny situations, and he never gave up since that time. When we became school leavers, we dreamt about our future life, independent and successful, as we wanted to be designers and create trendy clothes. We were eager to leave school as quick as possible and begin our adult life and crazy adventure. However, my real adventure started in the middle of the last year at school, when all school leavers forgot that they wanted to please their parents and get high scores, and started thinking only about the prom. All the girls were preparing for this special. They bought new dresses, shoes, clutches, and discussed elegant hairstyles. All those things were made to become the queen of our school at the prom. The boys were preparing too. Besides, they bought prom invitation cards for their girls. All girls were waiting for the invitations as if they were brilliant. I was waiting too, but I wanted to get it from Max. After 11 years near Max, I fell in love with him. and hoped to go to the prom only with my love. I wasn't sure that Max would be, but I was wrong. He invented an out-of-the-blue invitation for me. One day I was in my room when the doorbell rang. I went downstairs, opened the door, and saw Max and some of his friends. They were wearing blue t-shirts, my favorite color. I asked what had happened. Max answered, "Nothing special." Then he shouted, "Boys, turn around." They turned and I saw 4 letters. Guess what? Of course they were PROM. On Max's t-shirt there was a question mark. It was the prom evening. "Will you go with me to the prom?" he asked. I answered, "Yes." Now I know what it means to feel butterflies in your stomach. I was the happiest girl in the world. Then we went shopping and bought an elegant navy blue suit for Max to go with Maisky blue dress, which I designed myself. The day of the prom had a special atmosphere. We were leaving school to start a new adult life. All the preparations were finished, and at 7 p.m., the prom began. All the girls and boys were wearing very beautiful clothes. They were dancing, singing, eating delicious desserts and drinking juice, water, and fizzy drinks. But where were we? We were not at the prom party. We were on the roof of Tramp World Tower. We were eating tiny cakes with marzipan and speaking. Then Max kissed me, and it was so exciting because he did it for the first time. We spent the whole night on the roof, looking at the dark blue sky with sapphire stars. We were so blissful. You know, we didn't become the queen and the king of the but we became the queen and the king for each other. After the prom evening, there were 5 years at university. We entered the same university and studied together. Then we got diplomas and opened our business. It was the fashion house, blue inside me, side blue plume mine. We got married and had it on the Maldives. 1 year later, I gave birth to a child. That was a girl, and she was called Violet. Now we are progressive designers. Our clothes are very stylish, expensive, and of course, with blue shades. Our daughter is growing. She is as pretty as her mum is, and as kind and open-hearted as she loves her parents, and her parents love her too. We live in New York, but spend our holidays in our cottage by the lake. We are a happy and friendly family with our own traditions and habits. We are happy because we deserved it. We try to do only good things for each other and other people too. We wanted to be happy, and we got what we wanted in blue. Business, love, understanding, education.